With a huge upheaval in the prop industry over the last couple of months, many Forex traders are beginning to wonder, should they start trading futures? And I can tell you that as an instrument, in my opinion, futures are in many ways superior to Forex and CFDs. I've traded both, and I have deep experience in trading both Forex pairs and indice pairs and oil and gold on all of the various platforms. And futures, in my opinion, for the most part, are generally a better experience. But let's start with the key difference between Forex prop firms and futures prop firms. First of all, there's a difference in the terms of the deal. Forex prop firms offer you a fixed one-time fee for a certain evaluation process. Generally, it's like $500 per $100,000 account. The futures firms work on a subscription model. You sign up for a usually much lower fee, sometimes as little as $50 for $50,000. But the fee is a subscription based that you pay until you pass the evaluation. Generally, Forex firms have higher barriers to passing than futures firms. Typically, in a Forex evaluation construct, you have to make 10% without losing 5%, and then you have to do a second evaluation where you have to make another 5% before you get funded. With futures, the terms are usually very straightforward and very simple. You make 6% with a 5% drawdown, and then boom, you are funded. So the terms generally are faster and easier under the Forex framework. There are, by the way, Forex firms that also offer a single evaluation construct where you have to make 10% with a 4% drawdown. Regardless how you slice it, it still seems to me that many of the Forex prop firms make it much harder for you to pass the terms of the deal than do the futures firms. Another key difference between the two types of prop accounts is price feed. In the Forex CFD world, the price feed is what's known as off exchange. That means every single Forex prop firm is going to have a slightly different price feed for any instrument you name, from Eurodollar to NASDAQ to oil or gold. In the futures prop space, however, the price comes from one single place and one single place only, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And there, the prices are all set on a centralized exchange. So everybody sees the same price, whether they're in Singapore or Cheyenne, whether they're in Dubai or Dubuque. One of the great advantages of having an exchange-based price feed is that you can become bid or ask. In other words, if you are the first to the bid with a timestamp, you will be ahead of everybody else in terms of getting executed. Or if you're the first to the ask and you want to be selling, you'll be the first one to sell. With Forex CFD prop firms, basically the price is a dealer price, and you will always be paying the spread in order to be able to execute your trade. It has to go through your spread in order for you to have your trade done. Now, one of the better advantages of the Forex CFD space is that you can slice and dice every single instrument into the tiniest possible size. Everything is customizable all the way down to 1/100th of a lot level. That allows you to have more flexibility in terms of placing size orders on your platform, or even having many multiple orders if you want to run a portfolio type of a strategy. In the futures prop space, you do have a micro size, which is a very small size, and a mini size. But that's it. There's no way to cut your sizing beyond that. So you are trading standardized contracts, whereas in the CFD space, you can make them a lot more customized. Another key difference that does advantage the Forex space is that in the Forex prop space, you very often are allowed to trade overnight. That means you're allowed to hold swing positions. And if you're a big long-term swing trader, that's certainly a big advantage. However, I think it's really a distinction without a difference, because what happens in the futures prop space is that they make you simply close your position at the end of the day, and then just 1 hour later, you can reopen it. So as long as you're trading relatively small size on, let's say, a long-term position, you can certainly do the exact same thing that you're doing in the Forex CFD space. You simply have to just understand that you're going to be closed out and then reopened an hour later when the Chicago Mercantile Exchange opens up. One other key difference in the Forex versus future space is simply the vast availability of instruments that are available to trade on the Forex CFD side. First and foremost is that you can trade virtually any spot pair or any spot cross with relative ease. In the future space, if you are a Forex trader, you're generally limited to Euro dollar, pound dollar, Aussie dollar, dollar yen, dollar CAD, Swissy. Now that's still a pretty big sample of trades, but it's certainly nowhere near as big as all the variety of crosses that you can trade on the Forex CFD side. Forex market does allow you to trade lots of other instruments, for example, like individual stocks like Tesla and Nvidia and Meta and Amazon. But for the most part, people who are taking their prop tests are really focusing all of their attention on stock indices or oil or gold. And if you are focused on those 3 or 4 primary areas, in that space, it really, really pays you to trade the futures prop space. Not only are the executions very, very good, not only is the leverage excellent, not only are all the prices uniform, but you have a much faster chance of getting funded simply because the terms of the deal in the futures prop space is really very advantageous. So it really depends on everything that you're looking for. If you need full customization, if you really, really, really like long-term swing trading ideas, if you care about trading ultra small sizes and maybe some obscure instruments, then yes, the Forex CFD space is still probably the right place for you. But if you're focused on just the major instruments, the most liquid instruments in the world, you just want to basically make your money and get funded, there's just no better, no faster, no easier way to try the futures prop space. That's where a lot of people are going. That's why the flow is happening there. And that's why, in my opinion, the futures prop space is the future of prop trading.